Shalawam. I'm your brother Yahawah from the branch of GMS, South Carolina Millets. And before we start off, all praise, honor, and glory belongs to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, HaQadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. And Shalawam to you hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you I say Shalawam. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9 through 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right. Yahawashi has not forgotten, all right, the captivity that this devil Esau Edom, has put us under, all right, and currently have us under, all right, whether you want to believe it or not, we are still under captivity, okay, under the rule of the so-called white man, all right, and, justice will be served when Yahawashi, reverse the roles, okay, and allow his people, starting with Yahawashi and the hopeful elect, all right, to rule in the planet Earth, okay? And this devil has shed much blood of our people, okay? And still do. You still got sundown towns here in Babylon the Great. You still have lynchings happening, all right, across Babylon the Great, all right? Hey, the blood of the children of Israel, all right, or the saints, all right, is still being spilled here today, okay? And it's okay because the Lord said that he that kills with the sword, must be killed with the sword, all right? And the Lord is setting up heavy judgment, all right, upon Esau Edom, all right, in this wicked kingdom that he's established. It was established on the rape, robbery, the murder, the bloodshed, all right, of the Lord's people, all right, and how it's going to go out. Hey, it's going to go out just as violent, okay, as we see this, the stage is set for prophecy to take place, okay. We see, the tension and the build-up, all right, for civil war, okay. The people, going to be an uproar, an uprising against the government, okay. We see the stage set for race wars, okay, and, the main two characters, you're going to have 2/3 of the house of Israel going at the necks of these devils and vice versa, all right, along with these other heathen nations out here getting busy, man, okay. And then you see the stage for the ultimate war of World War III, okay, which we know the end result of that, all right, is total annihilation of this place, America, Babylon the Great, okay. This is what the Lord has planned for Esau Edom, for what he did, all right, and is doing, all right, because they still oppressing our people, still shedding our blood, okay. This is what Yahawashi got planned for our primary enemy, man, okay. The Lord has not forgotten anything that this devil has done, and I got this video, which I'm going to let it play, queued up with this Jake right here, coming into the knowledge, all right, what this devil has done to us as a people over here in America, okay, which is, it's much more violent, all right, than the fool system, all right, would tell us, okay. It gets much more gruesome, all right, and, the things that this devil has done is much more wicked than what these fool systems would tell us, okay. A lot of shameful spewing is coming out on this devil's, glory, as the scriptures say, okay. Things that this devil would love to keep hidden, all right. He want to say, he want to put a term out there, critical race theory. No, these things happen. There is receipts. There is pictures, all right. All the things that this devil has done is coming out. He's being exposed of being the wicked, the devil, according to the Bible, all right. And this devil didn't just put his hands upon, all right, the so-called Negroes or blacks. Okay, this devil has put his hands on the so-called Hispanic, so-called Native Americans as well, the whole house of Israel, and he gonna pay for all of it. Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. Thus saith the Lord, Yahawashi of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. So both the northern kingdom and southern kingdom were oppressed over here. All right, blood was shed. This systematic oppression being against the Lord's people. And it says, and all that took them captives, which is Esau, Edom, so-called white man, right? Held them fast. They refused to let them go. And this devil will not let us go scot-free and be sovereign as a nation, as a people of the Lord in the earth. Okay? We seen, anytime Jake tried to build up certain communities and not deal with Esau, Edom. The main example, okay, that I could think of right now, Black Wall Street. Look at all these thriving, okay, black communities or so-called black Israelite communities, man. All right, that this devil tore down. All right, destroyed. Okay, made into drown towns, man. Okay, that's all Esau Edom. All right, showing his hatred and showing that he don't want us to be sovereign and to live without him. All right. And that's why we need Yahawah to get us up out of this predicament. Okay? To come and take this devil down, man. And right now we're in a point of prophecy where this devil is being exposed at a high volume, a high level. All right? The lies that he established, the bloodshed, all that's coming out. All of it's coming out, man. Okay? And destruction is about to take place, man. Destruction. All right, this is Nahum 3:1. It says, woe means destruction to the bloody city, which is America. Okay, it is all full of lies and robbery. And what did Esau Edom tell us? We were so-called blacks. Not so-called. He told us that we were black, Hispanics, Native Americans, these different bywords, coloreds, Negroes. Okay, spicks, wetbacks. Okay, all right. Brown people, black people, nah. They called the Native Americans red, calling us red people when he's Edom. He's Edom. And it's coming to find out that these are just social constructs that this devil placed upon us, all right, so that he can present himself as being the people of the Lord. Look at this devil in the earth presenting himself, as Israel. Okay, JEWOs, all right. JEWISHs, right? And if you try to speak against that, it's anti sim, right? Okay. But all that's being exposed, man. You're imposters, man. You don't fit none of the prophecies, none of the curses is upon you. You own everything. You control everything. You are the wicked, the devil, according to the Bible. Okay? And destruction is coming to you and your kingdom. Alright? You stole every damn thing. You stole the landmass. You stole our identity. Okay? You stole us as a people. Okay? All that's coming out. Alright? It says, woe to the bloody city is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. And this devil, try to put up his image as the Heavenly Father, his son, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, the angels, and like I already stressed, the point, as the people of the Lord. Okay? And now it's all being found out, man. Okay? You can't hide from the truth no more. Okay? Your sorcery, your media, your lies is not working anymore. Okay? And this is all according to prophecy, man. This is how the Lord set it up through the Spirit. All right. Obadiah 1 and 10. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." The Lord wanted all this to come out. Okay? The Lord wanted you to be exposed at this time. All right? The Lord wanted you to, be exposed, get your sentencing. All right? Court is in session. All right? You get your sentencing. All right? And followed by judgment, man. This is what's coming, man. All right? So let me play this. All right? And get a couple more scriptures. Not meant to be a long lesson. All right? But the Lord ain't forgetting nothing that this devil has done, man. Okay? It's all coming out.
Yo, the unmelanated people on here just now found out that they ate Nat Turner when they caught him. They ate him because they thought they were going to get superpowers because he was killing them. They also just found out that there was different types of plantations. It wasn't just picking cotton and tobacco. They had breeding plantations where they bred us like dogs. They had fighting plantations where you would just fight all day. They had cattle plantations where they raised us like animals to eat. They made leather out of our skin. They made furniture out of our skin and filled it with our hair. Wait till you find out that George Washington, they told you George Washington had wooden teeth, but that's a lie. His teeth were made out of lead, mercury, and slave teeth, and horse teeth. They used to use us for extra spare body parts. That slavery that they taught you in school is not really what happened, people. I just want y'all to know that. That's been my TED Talk. Peace.
And that ain't even scratching the surface, man. This devil has done so much, man. Okay, having human zoos, all right, feeding our babies, using our babies, all right, as alligator bait. Okay, I mean the list goes on and on. Using us for clinical trials, our women, all right, to get the discovery, with no form of medicine, man. Okay, I mean the list goes deep, man. All right, and that's all just a track record, receipts. All right, that Esau Edom, he gonna have to pay for that, man. He gonna have to pay for it, man. The bill is due, man. Okay, this is Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual, which perpetual is everlasting. All right, this is that hatred from old, going back to Jacob and Esau, man. Okay, this is what it's all about. Hey, Jacob the righteous, all right, Esau the wicked, man. All right, and we fast forward to today, the descendants, man. All right, you got the Israelites and the Edomites, man. This devil is your number one enemy, man. He has hatred for you. He has no love for you. So why would you have love for him? For all those Stockholm Syndrome Israelites out there who always trying to save Esau Edom, man. All right, he has a perpetual hatred. And the Israelites who still in that mindset trying to save Esau, the so-called white man, you're going to see it here soon. Soon to come, man. All right, when this Jacob's trouble, this persecution, this devil shows his horn, trying to fulfill his new world order, trying to see up everybody, throwing people into concentration camps, okay, torturing people. Hey, you gonna see who the devil is, man, who your true enemy is, man. Okay, you take away all your rights, your benefits that you receive here on the side, your Section 8, your food stamps. As you see, he's already cutting all that, okay? About to cut the tap all the way off, okay? And come down with the sword, man. All right, we warn our people about this, but hey, only the election have obtained this truth and the rest are blinded, man. Romans 11:7, man. So 2/3 got to figure out the hard way, man. Okay, When the devil put the sword to their neck, man. All right. Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Yeah, this devil has used his blessing of the sword. Going back to Genesis, the 27th chapter, when Isaac blessed Esau with the sword, this devil has used that blessing against his brother, Jacob, man. All right, the descendants. All right, the Israelites, man, these so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of today, man. Okay, and we know that this was all a punishment. Okay, but this devil is at the point, hey, he's not gonna let us go. It will take the Lord to come and get us. Okay, because the devil will not let us go, man. All right, but verse 6, it says, therefore, as I live, said the Lord, Yahawah, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So, hey, Yahawah got this devil number. All right, this landmass of America is polluted, is tainted by the blood of the saints that this devil has shed in it. Okay, and the only way it can be cleansed, getting into the law. Numbers 35:33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So hey, this double blood got to be shed, man. Okay, and Yahawah gonna do it. Okay, and best believe the Lord gonna use his people. All right, starting with the elect. Okay, the Lord got it all planned out, and we know ultimately, Yahawah gonna bring that nuclear destruction over here, man. Okay, and this is what World War III is for, to bring destruction to Esau and his kingdom. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation, the righteous anger of the Lord, Yahawah, is upon all nations. And that starts with the Esau, Edom. All right, the head of the heathens at this point, the ruler of the earth. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, all these other heathen nations, they're going to get it as well. All right, because they benefited off of our captivity, off of our oppression. They were the dogs, that licked our swords, man. Dealing with the parable. Okay, Lazarus and the rich man. Okay, and it says, for the indignation of the Lord, Yahawah, is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. You see? And slaughter, in order for a slaughter to take place, mass casualties, hey, that's bloodshed. Okay? This is how the Lord about to deal with these heathens and their armies, man, in World War III. Verse 3, it says, their slain also shall come, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all of the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all the hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth from the vine, and a falling fig from the fig tree. So, when the Lord brings that destruction, you're going to see those mushroom clouds, okay, ascending in the sky, okay. That's how the Lord is going to plead or judge, Esau, Edom, and these heathens and their armies, man. Okay, primary target is Esau, Edom. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, which is the ICBMs. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is the Greek word to say Edom. Okay? It shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. All right, so hey, these devils is cursed. All right, and they're slated for judgment. And it says, the sword of the Lord Yahawashi is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahawashi have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So hey, the lamb, the goats, the kidneys of rams, that's the people. That's the people over here. Okay, and Babylon the Great, man. Okay, that's gonna be destroyed, man, in this up and coming third world war. All right, where the Lord is about to pour out his anger, man. Okay, it says, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord Yahawashi, vengeance, his payback, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. So the Lord ain't forget. And the Lord is about to deal with this devil justly. And it's about to be violent. And it's about to be chaotic, man. Okay. You know, the Lord is about to bring the worst judgment that the Lord has ever brought to the planet Earth. Okay. You know, fire, man. Destruction. Okay. So it's so bad, so much so that the hopeful elect is going to have to be removed and taken up off the earth. All right. You know, as the Lord is bringing down his judgment upon Esau, Edom, man. Okay. And these heathens and these 2/3. The 2/3 going to catch it too, man. We'll be enjoying hand in hand with this devil, man. Proverbs 11:21. The wicked is not going to go unpunished. Okay. But the primary target for the Lord's anger, his indignation, his righteous anger, okay, is upon these devils, man. All right. Isaiah 26:20, it says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee, and hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. So the elect gonna enter to the chariot, okay, and be safe. All right. While the Lord handle his business, all right, his righteous anger falls upon this place, man. Okay. And it says, for behold, the Lord Yahawashi cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. Yeah, all the wickedness that this devil's push, all the crimes and the bloodshed of the children of Israel. Right? It says, and the earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. Alright, so this concludes my lesson. I pray and hope it is edifying through the spirit and the power of Yahawashi and to you hopeful elect. Okay, the Lord ain't forgetting nothing that the devil has done. Alright, you know, and we know after that destruction, you know, that these devils, you know, these wicked elite that be in their little bunkers outside of America, thinking that they're gonna try to escape the wrath of the Lord. Alright, after the elect come down off those chariots, New Jerusalem, we coming to round you devils up and put you head first and throw you headlong into captivity, man. Okay. This is Psalms 149. I'm going to get straight to the point. Psalms 149 and verse 6, it says, let the high praises of Yahawashi be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron. So we're going to get you devils, man. All right, all your Rothschilds, your Rockefellers, your DuPonts, your Gettys, all these wicked elite banker family, and you know these so-called, quote unquote, so-called so-called quote unquote royal families. All right, we gonna get you niggas, man. Okay, and it says to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. Yahawashi. So at the end of the day, Israel's gonna win. Israel's gonna get that payback. All right. Start with Yahawah Shai. Yahawah Shai gonna get his payback through his people Israel upon these devils, man. All right, and on these heathens, man. Lord will just edifying to the spirit and the power of Yahawah Shai to you, hopeful elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. With that, I say Shalawam. Shalawam to the hopeful elect.